Water is everywhere, but have you ever thought about how it gets from point A to point B? A lot of times we notice it, like when there's precipitation. And other times we see it, but don't pay much attention to it, like with condensation. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 simple experiments that you can do to watch the water cycle in action. When rain hits the ground, where do you think the water goes? For this experiment, grab some water, pour some on a patch of soil, and watch. The soil acts like a sponge and soaks up the water. That's what we call infiltration. Do you think water can infiltrate faster on other surfaces? Try this experiment on places like pavement, sand, or stone trails. Since we know that the water goes into the soil, how does it travel to another part of the water cycle? One way is that plants absorb water into their roots, use it for photosynthesis, and then release it into the air from their leaves. If you don't believe me, try this experiment. Use a clear sandwich bag and find some green leaves. Without ripping anything off, put the leaves and branch in the bag and zip it closed. Give it at least a half hour and you'll see some water in the bag. That's what we call transpiration. Do you think some leaves transpire more than others? Try this experiment with different plants, like deciduous and coniferous trees. So what do you think happens to the water that doesn't infiltrate the soil? For this experiment, all you need is some chalk and a little bit of water. Pour the water onto the pavement and outline your puddle with chalk. A while later, your puddle should be smaller. Just look at your chalk outline for proof. That's what we call evaporation. Do you think the water evaporates faster from different spots? Try this experiment in sunnier or shadier locations to find out. Since the water cycle is all around us, you can do these experiments wherever you are. Come up with other questions about the water cycle and test your experiments. Have fun!